I saw myself as the weakest human being on the planet. And I wanted to transform that into the hardest man God ever created. When I made the decision, the conscious decision to become a warrior, I realized that my mentality had to be very different. And what that meant was I had to put myself through a bunch of crucibles to gain the warrior mentality. Some guys are born with it, I believe that. Some guys are born because they have some great childhood, their dad's tough on them, and they build this mental toughness and this discipline in this kid. I didn't have this, so I had to design a crucible to put myself through to gain this warrior mentality. I was building that callous mind through these things, bad waters, so even after I became a SEAL, I was still on the journey to become a better warrior. Because a lot of times when you're in hell, you forget how great you really are, because at that moment, you're suffering. So you don't think about the great things that you've done. Whenever we feel pain and we suffer a little bit, we stop. And I didn't stop, and my brain knew I wasn't going to stop. I was building a warrior mentality by putting myself in the crucible of hell and remember where I came from. And say, okay, no, we can do this. I had to go dark. And going dark was I had to go to that straight, barbaric, animal mindset of like, as bad as I was suffering, the suffering I had to make it work to my advantage. I had to enjoy.
The world needs warriors, real warriors. And I'm not just talking about those who fight on the battlefield. I'm talking about those who fight every day in the battlefield of life. People who have the mental toughness to confront their demons, to overcome their fears, and to keep moving forward even when the odds are stacked against them. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to develop a warrior mentality. This means being willing to sacrifice, to face challenges head-on, and to never shy away from the difficult path. It means understanding that your journey is unique and that you must forge your own way, no matter how tough it gets.
Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. I was on a journey to see who David Goggins was. And that journey took me in some of the hardest areas a human being can even imagine.
Life is a journey that tests our limits, pushing us to confront our fears, insecurities, and discomfort. It's easy to walk the path of least resistance, to stay within the bounds of what feels safe and familiar. But true fulfillment, real growth, and deep satisfaction come when we dare to face the truth about who we are and what we are capable of. Life is not about taking the easy road, the one of least resistance. It's about facing the challenges head-on, about embracing the discomfort that comes with growth. Every step forward is an opportunity to uncover the truth about who you are. The hardest journeys are the ones that matter most. We've all made choices out of fear. We've all taken the easy way out at times because the road ahead seemed too difficult, too uncertain. But here's the truth. The only thing holding you back is the fear of facing who you really are. It's easy to get lost in the noise of the world, to conform to expectations, to shy away from the hard path. But deep down, you know there's something more. The real journey begins when you stop running from that fear. When you stop making excuses, when you stop hiding behind the easy choices and decide to confront the truth about who you are. It's not about being the strongest, the smartest, or the best. It's about being willing to take that first step on the hard journey. The journey where you will stumble, where you will fall, where you will be tested like never before.
And the whole part of the journey is to get to the part where you find peace. We waste tons of time not starting our journey for asking so many questions on how to start the journey. Get an idea, start walking and figure this out as you go, vision quest.
Embrace your fears and take the harder path. You'll discover a strength and peace within yourself that is unshakable. This journey isn't about comparing yourself to others or seeking validation from external sources. It's about finding out who you really are when everything else is stripped away. Are you willing to face your fears, to push through the pain, to uncover the truth of who you are? The journey may be tough, but the reward is a life lived in alignment with your true self, a life of purpose, fulfillment, and deep satisfaction.
If you want it, you will find time in your life to do it. If you don't want it, you will continue to do exactly what you're doing now, is give me excuses. You're gonna make up every excuse on why you can't do it, and that's why I can't connect with you. That's why you hear the passion come out of me, and you wanna say it's anger? No, because I know it can be done. And you're telling me all this on why it can't be done. You don't want it bad enough. If you want it bad enough, you will figure out how to make this happen.
Many people live their entire lives without ever starting the true journey they were meant to take. They avoid the hard truths, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity. But if you can find the courage to confront your weaknesses, look into the mirror, what do you see? This isn't just about your reflection, it's about your reality. No more sugarcoating, no more excuses. This is the accountability mirror. And it's time to confront your truth. You might see someone who's made mistakes, someone who's fallen short, or someone who's afraid. And you know what? That's okay. But don't lie to yourself. If you're out of shape, admit it. If you've been lazy, own up to it. If you've been avoiding your goals, face it head on. The mirror doesn't lie, and neither should you. Stop listening to those who coddle you, who tell you what you want to hear. You know your truth better than anyone. It's time to confront it, fix it, and grow from it. Every flaw, every failure, every insecurity, it's all out in the open now. This is the starting point. Use it. Make the commitment to yourself right here, right now, to tackle what you see. The mirror isn't just showing you who you are, it's showing you who you can be. Embrace the discomfort, lean into the struggle, and start holding yourself accountable. The path ahead is hard, but it's also the path to greatness. The only way to move forward is to be brutally honest with yourself. So ask yourself, what can I do today to be better than yesterday? Then go out and do it. You don't need anyone else's approval. You only need to look in the mirror and know that you're fighting to become the best version of yourself. And that's where real success begins. Remember, the mirror doesn't reflect your limitations. It reflects your potential. It's time to face it, embrace it, and start the journey toward who you're meant to be.
You don't understand, because why? When you're passionate, they think you're crazy. And you can't even explain to people why you're doing or why you did what you did, because you found your purpose. And once you found your purpose, you can't really explain it to normal people, because they don't understand passion, because they live everyday life just going, not really finding their purpose. So I become a foreign language to people. They think, so they put me in the category, you're just crazy. No. I'm passionate. I found my purpose in this life.
We live in a world that celebrates comfort. A world where everyone gets a participation trophy and where the pursuit of ease is often mistaken for the pursuit of happiness. But let me tell you something. True fulfillment, real achievement, does not come from comfort. It comes from pushing yourself beyond your limits, from facing your fears head on, and from sharpening your mind and body every single day. You see, every morning when you look in the mirror, you have a choice. You can choose to lie to yourself, to settle for mediocrity, to let fear and laziness dictate your life. Or you can choose to hold yourself accountable, to face the truth of who you are and where you need to go, and to do the hard work that others are unwilling to do. Pain is a powerful motivator, one that can drive you to reach heights you never thought possible. But it's not enough to just endure pain. You must also learn from it. Failure is not the end. It's just information, a stepping stone to success. Every setback is an opportunity to gather more data, to refine your approach, and to come back stronger.